Well, my name is Monique, and I hope you're ready for this. We are about to dig right in here. The New World Translation says, the Word was a God. This is where we left off last time. The King James Bible says the Word was God. Two very big differences. So if we go to Philippians 2, 5, and 6, they both agree that he existed in God's form. But he did not believe that he was equal to God. And so if we go down here to John 14:28, and I have checked all the scriptures. It says, I am going to the Father, for the Father is greater than I am. So he believed that the Father was greater than he was. And then if we also go down to 1 Corinthians 8:5, there are many gods and many lords. And trust me, I have already verified these scriptures. And one big thing that I like to look at is John 10:30 and 38. The New World Translation says, I and the Father are one, and concurs with the King James Bible. The Father is in me, and I in him, in verse 38. The New World Translation says in union. So again, we've got this title of God. Is it God? Is Jesus God? Is it God the Son? And I'm just simply going by the scriptures. And then so that takes us all the way down to Genesis 1:26. Let us make man in our image, which is very interesting because that was one of the first things that I noticed when I started reading this was who is us? So you learn later that Jesus is there with God. They're both creating from like one of the first sentences in the Bible. And so one thing I want to leave you with is John 4:23. True worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. And both Bibles concur. So God seems to be more like a title by the scriptures. But one thing I do like is in John 10:30, I and my Father are one. And in 38, the Father is in me and I in him. And later this goes on, one Bible says that he was produced, the New World Translation. The other says that he was possessed in the King James Bible in the older version. So this leads us to, was Jesus created and by who? Was he possessed? Was he produced? Remember, he was also conceived by immaculate conception and became human. So these are very things, was he created? Well, as a man, technically, yes. And I'm strictly going by the scriptures. I'm not endorsing anyone or anything. And another thing we're going to look at in our next discussion is Alpha and Omega. It's very interesting because remember in the red is Jesus's words. And the words are in black and red. So I hope that helps you. And we will pick it up later.